Oh, I'm not on this. Uh, there I am. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Those that are watching on Amazon and YouTube, welcome. Thanks for watching. So, um, yeah, I'm a hypnotist. I hope it's live. Okay. So, you know how live streaming goes. There's always some kind of a so going on. So over here at the coffee shop, I'm a hypnotist, and a lot of people think that because I'm a hypnotist, I just basically spend all day hypnotizing people. And well, that's just not true. That's not the case. And you're going to see I'm going to be looking at two different cameras here. I've got my cell phone back here, and I've got my computer here. So the computer that I'm using is going to YouTube, and then up here, the phone is going to Amazon Live. So a lot of people think because I'm a hypnotist that I am just constantly hypnotizing people. And I wish that were true. A lot of us get into the business because that's what we really want to do. However, it's just not the reality. We end up spending a lot of time doing other stuff. I'll tell you, like today, I've got my agenda here. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I've already done a few things, done some promotions for my upcoming book, that kind of stuff, my latest one. But I've today I've got to email people about an impromptu class that I have, impromptu hypnosis class coming up. I got to reply to some emails. I got a bunch of them. I haven't replied in a couple of days. Um, Schedule some lives for at 4 p.m. on Thursdays. Grant Saunders and I, we do a live broadcast for entrepreneur or solopreneurs gear that they might find useful. We also do Hypno News at 5. I've also got to schedule my next guest for Hypnosis Hill, which is on second and fourth Monday of every month at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Um, and then I'm doing this. I can ask me anything. I'm going to be here for an hour. Then I'm going to head over to TikTok for an hour. You can find me over there at Jim Kellner Hypnotist. Oh, I'm also trying to, whenever I stream to YouTube from this other provider, this other platform that I use with Grant for Hypno News, it doesn't seem to work. So I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm also going to try to figure out my stream key for TikTok, so I can start doing multi streams and picking out some products for those streams as well. Now, I am an Amazon influencer, so if you do end up purchasing any of the things that I mention on here, just know that I am getting a small commission. I'm getting rich, people. I'm getting rich. Doesn't cost you anything more, and you get to support a awesome creator, right? So I'm here in Seattle, Washington. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. And just so everybody knows, I'm actually filming this on my iPhone 15. So I've got that right behind me, right here. Let me just slow it down a little bit so you can see it better. On my iPhone. So I'm filming this live on my iPhone 15, which I absolutely love. I was a convert. I was with that other platform for years, and I swore I would never go to Apple products, but I'm draped in Apple products now. My wife convinced me to switch over to iPhones, and I have never looked back. It was a great thing. Right now, I'm using the iPhone 15. It's got 128 gigabytes, which is a lot of memory. In fact, it's about the same as my laptop that I'm currently using, and they've got some really good prices on Amazon. If you want to check that out, um, I bought the black one. Sorry, you can't see it because I'm using that camera. And as you can see, the camera quality on this thing is absolutely incredible. It's fantastic. And the you know this is what I love about iPhone, especially if you buy other products from Apple, is they all just work seamlessly. And I'll talk about a couple of the other things that I've got going on today. They work seamlessly together, and so that's great. The iPhone 15, the key reason that I knew I needed to upgrade was because the camera is much better. I'm getting super good videos for my shows when I do shows, or when I do classes, when I teach classes. I'm getting great photos for my influencer photos. And also, the thing that I love the most is that the battery lasts longer. That was the second thing that I liked the most, because I came up from the 12, I think. Yeah, I think the 12. And by the way, I don't even, I've still got my iPhone 10 because I don't trade them in anymore. I don't trade them in because you know what? They want to give you just this piddly little amount, and they're still great phones to use for video, whatever. Or sometimes we send, like my last one was the last one I had was a 12. We sent that out to my wife's family in Vietnam. So it's let's see what we got here. Hold on. So we got enough battery now. Yeah, good. So it's really fantastic, the iPhone 15. Oh, and then the thing that I like the absolute most was because of that satellite feature. So there have been times that I've been out on the road, and I tell you what, it gets a little bit scary. You break down. In fact, I did break down. My wife and I were on a little road trip. We broke down. We couldn't get cell coverage. So with the iPhone 15, though, now you've got satellite coverage, so you can actually use it like a satellite phone when you're out there. So if you're in some area you don't have regular cell service, you can still call 911. I believe you can even text 911. So that's fantastic. Now, 911 is emergency services. So if you're listening in a different country, it may be different. But here in the U.S., yeah, I can still get emergency services, which is fantastic. So I'm here in Seattle, Washington. Where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. Love to love to find out. So I've got the live chat going. So please feel free to drop a message. If you have any questions about hypnosis or entrepreneurship, please do let me know. I'd love to answer. Sorry, I've been doing this for about 12 years, so I've got quite a bit of experience at it. I'm happy to share what I know. Just making some adjustments here. Looks like um, yeah. So I'm going to have to get to work right now, and well, I guess I should tell you what else I'm. So I've got the iPhone 15, but also so I'm filming on so I've got the iPhone. It's standing up. You don't see it. Sorry, you can't see it. It's standing up on the Andoville mag stick selfie stick tripod. It's this is a really strong one. It's very powerful. It's got a magnet on the back, so it grabs your phone. You don't have to do this clunky thing where you have to pull those things apart, which I love. It's got a wireless remote too, so I can click, 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 which is fantastic. It's small, it's compact, but it expands up to 63.5 inches, which is pretty tall, pretty long. So I highly recommend that you pick one of those up. I just keep one in my backpack now because I never know when I want to do like a video like this or some other promotional videos for one of my classes, one of my books, that kind of a thing. It's uh, it's great, pretty affordable too. I do want to show you a couple of things real quick. You're going to notice that I'm using my Apple AirPods, second generation. So the, this is one of the things where, man, I've used so many other these. You've probably used them too. These AirPod knockoffs. Maybe you got them over at the TikTok shop or something like this. You tried to cheap out. I get it. I've done the same thing. They just don't work very well. That people will say they can't understand me when I'm trying to talk to them, which is annoying. Um, and the biggest frustration that I have is that they don't always connect right away. You always got to fumble with it. You got to go into your settings sometimes. You got to find it again, reconnect it and all that. With AirPod, it's like magic. You just take it out of the case. You take this thing out of the case, and it's like magic. It just connects every single time. I never have a problem with it. And when you set it up, it is so easy. It is crazy easy. You open up the, what's that? I don't know where I put it now. You open up the case and it just automatically connects. So these I can't even tell you how much I love these things. Now, I only wear one at a time, and that's what I would recommend that you do. Only wear one at a time because if you're out in public, here's the thing: you want to be aware of what's going on around you. Situational awareness is really important. So I only wear one at a time, and then plus that means that basically my length of use is going to be longer, right? Because I don't have I've got one charging while the other one is in my ear, and they last for like 24 hours. They're just they're just really amazing. And then one more thing before I get started on work, I'll tell you, I use the Pomodoro technique. So if you've ever had any kind of trouble with focus, please go check it out. Go check out the Pomodoro technique. It's a Pomodoro. Literally means tomato in Italian, and you should look into it. You'll find out why it's called that. It's kind of a funny story why they call it that, but the um, the whole idea, the basic idea is that we lose concentration after a certain amount of time. Now, for some of us, that might be 1 minute, could be 5 minutes. What they found was mostly people could stay focused for about 25 minutes before they got too tired. They kind of start wandering. Their mind starts wandering. So what they did is they recommend that you work for 25 minutes, you take a 5 minute break, and then another 25 minutes. And there's this whole after about it's 4 or something. You take like a longer break, 30 minutes, and then an even longer break. And I have found this has helped my focus and concentration so much. I can't even believe it. Now on my iPhone 15, I have an app that I use, and sometimes since I'm using the phone to record. Uh, Today I'm going to be using my Apple Watch. And this is another thing that I absolutely love. And it's, where did I get my notes up here? This is the Series 8. And you can just take a look at it. It's got so many features on it. So I can track my workouts. I can do a step. I can count my steps. It lasts all day long. The battery lasts all day long, and it's got one of the things that I love too is it's like I'm supposed to go shopping today, so it's got my grocery shopping. I put that on my to-do list, so we make sure we get our groceries, and it pops up so it's on my phone, then it actually comes up on my watch as well. What I'm using it for today is I'm setting a timer, and the great thing about this is you can set up all kinds of different. They call them modules. Is that what they call them? No. Hmm. Complications. I don't know why they call them that, but they call them complications. So you can have all kinds of different things on your watch face. Now that's what I've got on mine. And my favorite one is the timer because sometimes I want to clean for 10 minutes or something. I could just put in a little timer for 10 minutes. For today, I'm going to be using the Pomodoro. So I'm going to be setting it up for 25 minutes. Boom. So I'm going to work for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to take a break. All right. So again, if you have any questions or anything, I'll be trying to watch the chat. If you have questions, comments, anything like that, please let me know. But I'm going to get started on I got to email my list about my impromptu hypnosis class that's coming up. If you're over on YouTube, that's my handle over there is at Jim Kellner. So youtube.com/@Jim Kellner. You can find out more about all the stuff that I do. I've got my I got my main website. I've got my academy, Hypnotic Success Academy, and stuff like that. So if you ever want to learn hypnosis, entrepreneurial stuff, please please go over there and check that out. I've got all the links for all that stuff in in the YouTube description. And let's see. So right now I've got to go. I use Mailchimp. I'm going to be using that. It's they have a free plan if you're so inclined. If you need to use you need to use the free one, and you can do that, or you can pay an upgraded amount. You can pay a little more and get some extra features. I have the extra features, so I can set up what's called a customer journey. Oh, did I? Oh, yes, I pressed that. So I'm going to start on my emails. And actually, it looks like my computer is frozen up. I've got. Let me count the tabs. How many tabs do you have open right now? Let's compare. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so I've got 18 tabs open. Boy, that's irritating. Uh, should have closed. I should have closed them. I knew I should have closed them before I got started. Ugh, frustrating. That's all right. It'll. I'll do the Control Alt Delete, and it'll be fine. So going again. All right, there we go. I hate sending emails. Oh, one of the things, if you're an entrepreneur, if you got to send emails and stuff, one of the things that, like I wouldn't send emails out because I didn't want people to unsubscribe because, every time you send out an email, to your email list, you're going to get an unsubscribe, one or two if you got a big enough list. And these are all people that opted in. They wanted to get my free hypnosis recording on from my website or something like that, or some other something. And but for whatever reason, then they decided they didn't want to be on the list anymore, and um, so I would get disappointed because I'd look at this and go, so and so doesn't like me anymore. They don't want my stuff. And then I realized it doesn't matter because what you're trying to do is you're trying to find your tribe, and you're trying to find the people that resonate with your message. You don't want to bother with sending people that don't want to hear from you. So I think it's fantastic, and when they unsubscribe because hey, now I just found out somebody who's not interested in what I'm doing. So that's where you got to look at it, guys. So I'm just waiting for the computer to. Yeah. Do you do that? Do you have a lot of do you have a lot of tabs open too? How many tab? Let me ask you, how many tabs do you have open? Now, actually, 18 is probably light for me. Sometimes I've had like 30 of them open, but yeah, that was really silly, especially before going live, right? Hmm. Annoying. Do you have any questions about hypnosis, entrepreneurship, or any of the products that I've mentioned so far that are upcoming? Just let me know. As I said earlier, I'm using the Pomodoro technique, so I've got 20 at 25 minutes on my timer. I'm down to 18. Then I can take a break, 5 minute 5 minute break. See, Aubrey started following. Thank you. I can't see everybody who started following, but I see Aubrey started following. Thank you. Are there any other entrepreneurs watching? I'd love to know. Just tuning in. I'm just hanging out, just working. God fucking damn it. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking piece of garbage. You fucking piece of garbage. Oh, you